On today we're going to talk about the outlook of the week. It's not as big as last week. Hopefully, there'll be some good news about the trade and all this. And I believe it could probably might be another rough week. I believe it's going to keep being rough with the trade thing, and I think that's a little overblown with all that. But anyway, we're just going to get right into it. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that. 100%. The companies only have about six of them reporting this week. I don't think I don't think there'll be any big economic news that I know of, unless something goes on with the trade. There's no Fed or anything like that, or employment numbers or anything like that. No, but we're getting into it on Tuesday, the 6th. Have Match Group. I mean that was a company I was recommending for over a while now. They report this company. I mean, it's same. It's ran up a lot. I think it almost went up 100% this year. So essentially, it doubled in the last 6-7 months or whatever. So essentially, I believe this stock could get hit. If it doesn't blow it away or whatever, I believe it should have a good quarter and everything should got good. It's all about the outlook with a lot of these growth stocks. So essentially, if they cut guidance or anything, but I believe if it has a good quarter and it dips a little bit, definitely buy more. This is really the kind of the buying time. Essentially the market's selling off, and some of these companies are getting hammered. Like Square last week, I was kind of shocked, but anyway, I could leave a link down there talking about that. The next company is Skyworks. Skyworks Solution is a company that basically they make computer chips for. That's kind of a 5G play. They report. I really want to look at the outlook of that company, what's going on with that, and everything like that. So essentially, they should maybe raise guidance or something like that, because I believe it could probably be a pop. I mean, these companies, I mean, are cyclical. So the base of that, what that means, there's kind of cycles. I mean, there's good and bad. I mean, they're kind of more aggressive than a Coca-Cola or something like that, or people always buy Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? While these companies, essentially, when there's new technology, that means there are more demands for chips, and then there will be more demand until they eventually stop making that chips. And so essentially, with all these 5G play and all these 5G devices, Skyworks Solution is still, I think, a good play. And the other company that reports is Upwork. I recommended that stock last month. I leave a link down in the description more talking about that, what it does. But I mean, that stock has ran up a little bit. I believe it's a great play in the space it's in. I believe it really hasn't got any attention from any big Wall Street or anything like that. It's still just kind of this company that could be something. I believe that company could be maybe a $5 or $6 billion company, or hell, even a $10 billion company if it gets it together and everything like that. So essentially, and it's only $1 billion company. So essentially, that's why I call it basically swinging for the fences. And a lot of these companies, and I believe Upwork will be there. It reports, and I would like to see what it says. So essentially, in the 8th, on the 8th, it would be a Thursday. It's actually the biggest week of the thing. I have three companies I'm heavily looking at. Would be the trade desk. I think that's the view of the week, or the stock of the week that I'm looking at. The trade desk has been a phenomenal stock to own in the last a couple months, almost the last couple years, really. I mean, the stock has ran up a lot, so essentially it could take some hits if it doesn't blow it away. And a lot of these companies, they always think they're going to raise guidance. It's all about the guidance with these growth stocks. So don't. That's why they pop. They beat earnings, but then the guidance is not as good, and they sell it off. So essentially, that's what kind of happens a lot of times in the stock market. It will run up a lot, and it will beat earnings, and then there's not enough good news to keep it going up. So why hold it if you're a trader? So essentially, that's why you're selling it. But that's just kind of short term. I mean, as a long term play, I still like it unless something horrible happens to it, it becomes unprofitable and just falls apart, which you never know. And the next stock is Uber. That I recommend. I like Uber. I can leave a link down in the description again why I like Uber. It's kind of a market leader, kind of a market. So essentially, that stock has ran up. Actually, been hit. Actually, so it's essentially, I believe this. I believe Uber would be one of these stocks that would be kind of a make or break stock. I believe it could go up a lot or it could get hammered. If it could come profitable somehow, which that's really what you're betting on, is profitability. Um, I believe that stock can run up a lot. I think that stock could be almost a $200 billion company or so. I mean, with ride sharing looking forward, I think it's a great play. But if it doesn't come profitable, it can get hammered pretty hard. And the next company is a company that's been flat for a while, and it's Activision Blizzard. I think it's the best, the leader in the leader in the industry. So essentially, I believe that company has a big runway in front of it. Activision, I like Activision and Blizzard. I think it's a great company. They make great products and everything. So essentially, that's what I'm looking at for the week. Put down a link down in the description of any stock you want me to review, look at, anything like that, or any questions or anything like that, or a video that you, or a topic that you need my opinion about, or maybe me to explain it or whatever. Make sure you like and subscribe so you get daily updates and stuff like that. When I see something going on, I could usually make a video on it or something like that. But anyway, thank you for watching.